Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for F1 Manager 2024 as we continue our run here with our created team of Broyar Racing in our second season. And I was just looking at the calendar. We do have research coming up here in 1 week, and we know that research is going to be insanely good for this next cycle because of how big the regulation changes are. For that reason, I think we are going to go ahead and design the next rear underfloor and not use hours for this because we'll be using hours for the research when that comes around. So underfloor it is. We definitely wanted to get a third one of these rolling. Low speed, medium speed, and I believe just high speed, right? That is it. That'll get that one taken care of. And yep, happy with all that. This is up pretty high up there. It says our acceleration is 10th, but on the other screen I thought it said our acceleration was not that good. Very strange. 8 days plus that, so it's 41 days. We'll have this in time for Monte Carlo. I don't have any extra engineers to throw at it anyway, so we'll just go ahead and do that. That's fine. 5 days on the front wing, 2 days on the rear wing. We're going to do one more, actually probably a couple more rear wings after that, most likely. Oh, acceleration is just not on here. That's what was missing. All right, it's no biggie. Five days on the suspension, 5 days on the chassis. There's our rear wing design. We definitely want to do another one of those. Kind of an important design piece. So we want drag reduction. And high speed. Helps a little bit with our top speed and acceleration. Not a lot, but every little bit hopefully will help. This is currently at 44 days plus 3. That's 47 days. We get it down to 41. We can get one from Monte Carlo. Looks like we could. Actually get 2 from Monte Carlo if we do that. So let's do that. That'll work. 3 days on our last final front wing design. Still just the bottleneck is our manufacturing, unfortunately. We'll have to do another level of our factory. It's 11 million bucks. I mean, we just don't have the money for that. Do need to refurbish these though. It's already installed on both cars. Front wing, that is should be our final front wing. So we're going to manufacture 6 of these right off the bat. Actually, no, we're doing more rear wings. Let me stall that one for now. Still a couple more side pods. We know we're going to want more. Oh, we're already manufacturing those. Never mind. Do I want to do these inner floors or do I want to wait and just skip a level? Could do one. Just put on a car for a little bit. Might help a little bit. I think that was all the design we're going to do on the front wings. Anything else is going to be on research here in 2 days. Yep. There's the regulation vote. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is the chassis overhaul, which is fine. I mean, it's all bad. Like, that's all of this is so bad. And that does open up research, though. Well, first up, let me get in here and just make sure all the cars have everything they need. You guys are both installed there. We are working on this, so we'll at least have one installed on that. I'm going to leave this one on car 1. There was only one of these that we made. So I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, it's fine. Rear wing. We don't have to do any of those. We're going to go ahead and put this on both cars. Underfloor we're not doing right now. Oh, and suspension. Starting to install both cars. Pull. So that'll get us up to 6th, 9th, and 7th on the cornering here. Still pretty bad on everything else, but it's a start. Maybe I should be more balanced. I don't know. Normally I'm not, but this might be the reason. There might be a good reason to be that balanced. Research, though, we've got to get rolling on this ASAP. I mean, there's major changes to basically every single part. Chassis, most importantly. Although we're probably going to want to put minutes or hours into chassis because it's going to be the furthest behind, right? The rest of these are only 50% decline. So I think we're going to save the hours for the chassis. Get it caught up as much as we can. And front wing. We're still getting a little bit of expertise in all of the... I mean, we're never going to hit the 50%. But the point is that we're going to do more, theoretically, than the AI does. And that's kind of how we're going to make up some ground on them. Alright, keep plugging that in. I mean, it's going to be very expensive to do all this research, but it's definitely very important. In this year especially. We'll leave it like that. And rear wing, we haven't done any yet. Side pods are already good. Underfloor, we haven't done any yet. And suspension, we're good. Okay. Just want to make sure we got everything covered there. I mean, they're actually designing quite readily. Considering we're not catching them at the moment, that's impressive. They're doing a lot more design than I would normally be used to. It's a good problem. It bodes well for this taking longer than 3 seasons, which would be ideal. I might need to do some parts just explicitly to deal with some of these bits and pieces. Just to kind of get us a better overall rating. I still think we can lag these behind, but maybe not be dead last, you know what I mean? So, we might still do a tiny bit of car development here in a bit. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. I still don't trust that we're going to be any higher than 21st until we know for sure that we are.
We're just getting settled here in Shanghai.
All right, it's gonna be a sprint one. I'll go do practice and qualifying, and I'll be right back for the sprint. All right, we're back for the sprint. 18th and 20th qualifying, so we're still struggling to find any footing here, but we'll keep at it. I mean, I haven't swapped out her parts, to be fair, but even if I swapped out her parts, how much better is she gonna get? Maybe a little bit, but not significant. As long as they're both top 21, we're still kind of at the point where that's all I care about. Once I really get all of our parts designed and built and everything like that, and we really want to try and push for at least a couple points, then that's when I'll really care. Until then, I'm not super worried about it.
Here we go, the sprint in Shanghai. And it's lights out, and away we go.
All right, that's all we had in the gas tank, so to speak. We're just going to settle in here and hope for the best. I mean, 16th and 17th is definitely better than we've been in a while, but is it just a temporary false positive, or is it actually where we're legitimately should be?
We've got a yellow flag here.
How was Bottas in that Aston Martin car so fast all of a sudden? Crazy. Still no, what's his name? I forgot the guy's name. Number one driver in the world, Verstappen. Still no Verstappen. I don't know why my brain just blanked for a moment. It's funny how they let go. It doesn't make any sense. It's so dumb. I should go after him, but I feel like that would just ruin the whole point of the save, because he would almost guarantee us winning the championship much quicker than we deserve. That is up to 14th. Nice. I don't know if we can hold on to it, but still looking good. I mean, considering one of the Aston Martin cars is third right now, you got to think the other one's pretty good as far as its development, right? But the fact that we're flirting with position on it right now is impressive. Three laps to go. Definitely start pushing in the last couple laps. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and push now. Leave an attack with the tires here at the very, very, very end. See what we can do. I mean, Fernandez is definitely not our better driver. He's just got the better engine right now. This is proving that the engine we've got on Ibanez is holding us back a little bit. But I'm okay with running it in the sprint, since, you know, it's so much harder to get points in the sprint. But we will probably run her a better engine in the race itself. Knowing that she could do this good, let's put a better engine on her and see what she can do over the course of the full race. She might actually be able to get top 10. You never know. 11th and 15th, though. That is very good. I'm very happy with that. That's where I would expect to be based on the development we've done so far. And again, we're not done with the development, so we still got more to go.
We're moving on now.
I think we had a little bit more qualifying to do, so I will be right back for the race itself. We put on the good engine for Ibanez for qualifying, and she still ended up 20th. I don't understand. It's alright. We'll run it out in the race. They obviously performed better in the race than they did in the qualifying anyway. I don't think there's really much to change with the strategies here. I mean, the most I might be able to do is push that up. So that probably shaves off a little bit of time. 2 seconds? Alright, we'll take that. It's not much, but it's a little bit. We'll take that as well. Alright, let's go. Hopefully this goes like the race did and we can actually start catching some of these guys. Maybe we're just not good at qualifying.
It's almost time for the Chinese Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Well, Fernandez just zipped past a couple people, got up to 14th already. I would expect Ibanez to be doing better than she is because she's got the better car. Because we've edged her, although they might be balanced out right now. I know she's got the better front wing, doesn't she? So yeah, she's got the better overall car. She's the better overall driver. She's got brand new engine on. Like, why is she struggling? I don't actually have an answer for that right now. Let's go and drop you down to aggressive. Everything else stays the same. Now, there's no reason Ibanez should be behind Fernandez. With everything else being, you know, the way it is. Kind of not making sense to me. But whatever. Was this the weekend that they had, like, driver performance degradation because of the, or I should say penalties because of the sponsorship stuff? That might be the biggest reason why she's struggling, if that is the case. Let's go and go down to balance on both of these. Yeah, I have no logical reason why she's struggling this much. Other than that, it might be a weekend where they took a penalty. So far so good though. We're alright. Again, top 21 is all we care about. What was the board expectation for us this year? I actually don't remember. Bunch of pit stops just jumped us up a little bit. Oh, your tires went down real fast. That's alright. We will pitch you in then. I don't think you spawned, but you definitely have a big, a noticeable dip right there. Five. I mean, it's acceptable. Definitely not our fastest, obviously. Not going to be top 10 either, but it's acceptable. Get a better one here, guys. Come on. 2-4. I mean, it's better. Literally to the word better, but not great still. Well, whatever we did in the sprint, definitely not equating out to the actual race, unfortunately.
Now I'm finding out what's happened here, and it looks to be the McLaren that's involved.
McLaren, Mercedes. Oh, that was a rough one. I mean, at this point, our goal is just to run clean races. Which, other than the one wreck we had early on, so far so good. Was it race number 2? One or two, whichever one of those that Fernandez already crashed out. Fernandez slowly starting to reel in Sargent ahead of him, so that's good to see. I mean, we do still have one more pit to go, so I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here. Alright, Ibanez needs to pit. Let's get down to the 2-2s. Or 2-3s. I'd be happy with 2-3 as well. 2-4 still. Alright, we're just not gonna have a good one this time. I mean, if Fernandez didn't have to pit, he might be able to stay top 10, but no, it's not going to happen. Fernandez will be pitting in a moment. Just realized you just crossed and you're optimal. Actually, let's go one more lap. And even as properly in 17th place right now. Nobody really around here pitting except for Fernandez. So, I don't know. She's looking alright. She can hold on to that. I'm happy with that. Come on, finally get us in the 2s. Alright, 2-5. Alright. I meant 2-2s. It's not 2-5s. I guess it's all in the 2s. That's not what I meant. I'd have to do a little fuel conservation at the end, but otherwise we're okay. Fernandez into 17th place. He actually might be able to catch Ibanez. Got slightly better tire setup at the moment. Fuel play out for another 5 laps or so, see where we're at. Say we're still in the world war, not getting lapped, but nope, number 1 is right behind us. So there's a good chance we will get lapped on this track here in just a bit. Which in a way is a good thing, only because it saves us a little bit of fuel that we have to worry about, but also a bad thing. Actually, we're about to lap 22nd. I just realized. That's insane. First place has almost got us. Oh, she locked up. What a shame.
Now we should be able to take a look here. Okay, so heading into turn 1 here.
At least her lockup didn't affect him.
And they ended up...
Tires look okay though. This just hasn't updated yet. Alright, so we did get officially lapped. I'm going to conserve a little bit just to make sure that we are not going to run into any issues here though. I mean, better safe than sorry. We'll just go leave them both on conserve. Nothing we can do to change positioning, so I don't think there's any point in pushing at all. Yeah, we're just kind of where we're at. When Albin's catching her, I think she can fend him off though. $16, $17. I can be pretty happy with that, I think. I do think we can do better once we get the rest of our parts built up, but I don't think that's too disappointing. We just barely got lapped there at the end, so overall, I'm happy with that as well.
Well, the Red Bull driver did what they...
We actually got on this board a little bit. That's good. I mean, we're thankfully very far ahead at the moment, so not a huge deal. There's our underfloor. A little bit of performance boost for her. We're expected to be 9th or above. Okay, so we do still have our work cut out for us. We got to get at least a couple points. I really don't want to play any overtime. I mean, I could say I could create that one rear wing just to have a little bit of a... We might as well if we got a little bit of time here. I'm gonna come down to the designs though. 28 days and 25 days. That's a lot. And I think I want to do one more rear wing after this. So this will be our last underfloor, one more rear wing, and then everything else is research. We'll see how that works out. Most likely. Unless I decide to try and work on a few of these bits and bobs, but I don't know that we need to. Not this year, where you can still play it a little bit, a little bit safe, I think. So we'll see. All right, we'll go ahead and put a cut in there. When we come back, we got Miami coming up in 11 days. Gonna keep going. I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.